Good day, Kaiju fans. It's Thomas here with a box day, and what's cool about this one is that it's a figure that I did not even know existed. I got this from a Kaiju garage sale a couple of weeks back in the one of the Kaiju groups, and I've had this actually put aside for a few days because of work, but I finally got a chance to open this up in front of you guys. I already opened up the sides, so just got to do one more slice here. Okay, let's check it out carefully. I have not opened this up yet. Oh wow, it's packed really good, so I'm gonna have to pause for a second and take this stuff out. I went ahead and took the liberty of unwrapping him because I learned from the past, being close to this mic, it is extremely loud when I'm undoing the packaging. So I'm going to spare you guys this one time. Actually, I'm going to spare you guys every time. I'm going to not do it anymore. But I went ahead and took off his wrappings. So here he is, folks. You know, as you've seen in the title, it's the 2005-2006 figure from Gamera the Brave. And this is by Medicom. And I was told he was close to like 30 centimeters in size, which is about 12 inches. And you know, I didn't realize he has a soft texture on his skin, so he's got that realistic feel, and he's got a nice hard shell. He's got some pretty piercing eyes too. So as usual, we're gonna get a closer look of this guy. But man, he's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and do it right now. All right, guys, and here is Gamera, and I have him on that little turntable so you guys can get a nice view of him. And just from looking here, he looks fantastic, and his eyes are really cool. They really stand out, and as you can see here on his shell itself, there's really nice texture and detail, and that color you see, you know, as far as the yellow, kind of slightly orangey tone, I mean, it really pops. And as I said earlier, he has like a rubberized, maybe like a soft texture or material for his main body. And if you didn't, you know, actually touch it, you would think he's just maybe a statue or even just a regular vinyl figure. So that's a pretty cool thing with these Medicoms. The one that I had before was just the Godzilla with a G.I. Joe type figure that you can put inside. And unfortunately, I never opened mine, so I never get to even look at it up close. But this guy, as far as I know, he doesn't have anybody inside. It's just him. And they called this particular Gamera in that movie Toto. Now, I'm not sure if they called him throughout as Toto, but since he was called Toto when he was a baby, I'm assuming that's his name, but I'll just call him Gamera. So overall, with this guy, I think he's a really nice representation of Gamera from that movie. And right there, you can see his eyes. And you guys can see his nice fine detail. So that's the quick look of his overall body. I just thought of it. This guy's shell reminds me of a pineapple. And one thing I want to show you really quickly here is how this guy, you can actually move his limbs, which is pretty cool. And he's got some give to his body. You can move his head around. I think that's pretty neat, and definitely different than the X Plus. So up next, I'm going to go ahead and place this guy next to some other figures for some comparisons. So first up, we have the X Plus 1995 30 centimeter Gamera, and that guy is really outstanding. The best part I like about him is probably his mouth. I think he has one of the most detailed mouths out there as far as the kaiju goes. And as you can see between these two, they scale really well. Yep, so I am digging this comparison. These guys look like long lost brothers. For comparison number 2, we have the X Plus 25 centimeter larger monster series Jurass. And this kaiju appeared in the 1966 Ultraman show. And it was definitely a very memorable episode. And if you guys haven't checked it out, you guys are in for a treat. So as you can see here, Toto is a bit bigger, and that's to be expected. But these two are pretty cool kaiju for sure. For our next comparison, we have the X Plus 30 centimeter 1999 Gamera. And he is a bit taller, but they go well together. Not much to say about the 99 other than he looks great. And I did a review on him previously, so you guys can check that out as well. And finally, moving on to our last comparison. So here we have the X Plus 30 centimeter favorite sculptors line 1962 Godzilla. And he is one of my favorites. I have heard some gripes about the color not being screen accurate, but I kind of look at it like he's been rolling around in the dirt, so it doesn't bother me much. And I think also he has a much different sculpt than the original 62. So I think between the two, it's a nice variation. And either one I think are great. So that is the comparison of these two guys. Alright guys, I'm back. So my final word on this Medicom 2006 Gamera is that I find it a very cool figure, a nice addition to your collection for sure. And scales really nice with the X Plus figures, and also very comparable as far as detail and quality. I mean, I think he looks great. So, you know, some folks might pan this figure or this movie for some reason, maybe because of his roundish, you know, maybe docile look. But I think I think this Gamera, you know, did a pretty admirable job as far as keeping me entertained, and just the direction that they were going with it. You know, I would admit it's probably geared a little bit more toward the kids, but I watched it with my son, so he enjoyed it. And but you know what? Right here is the 99 Gamera, but this is the 25 centimeter, so you can see way different in size. So anyways, hope you guys like my quick review. Check us out on Kaiju Collectors on Facebook, and also we have a YouTube page or channel, and it's called Monsters with Attitude. So you guys might have to search for it. You know, there's lots of other stuff that's similar, but keep looking. We're going to be on there. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for my next video, and I'll catch you next time.